cinnamon, and sage. Nice. All right. I'm gonna let the sage just kind of waft over my decks. And I'm just setting up my space. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. Except for that, something just got in my eye. And I've already messed up my mascara today. A few times. It's been one of those mascara days. That's why I like to wear false eyelashes here and there, because it's just kind of like you put them on and you're done for the day. But mascara, for me, I like switching it up, but you know, pros and cons to each. Enough about eyelashes. Well, yeah, we do our best here. But you know, when that happens, ladies or gentlemen, whew. Shall we begin? Yes, let's. Okay, that's still going. Let me get comfortable here. Get your coffee. Get comfy. Tea, juice, beverage of choice. Water is always good. I have some peppermint in here, which is nice and really cooling and helps to just like open everything up for breathing really deeply. It's really nice. And especially when it's like 85 out, which it will be today. It's been very hot. I'm watching a hummingbird going into some flowers. Just flew away, but. So let's see, what is the message for today? I like that. Okay. This is going to be just a really chill reading. feeling really peaceful in the moment, honestly. So this feels like it could be more of a message of validation and, kind of clarifying that you're on the right track. Just going to turn this down. Okay. So let's see, what is it that we need to know today? Messages for the collective. What is the most important message for us to have today? That's kind of crazy how that happened. What is the message for us? Thank you for letting this be clear and understandable. Oh. I guess peace. What is it that we should do today? Or just to be aware of, keep in mind. I'm gonna take that card. Opportunity to forgive. A new partner. Okay. So we had opportunity to forgive as the overall kind of umbrella card today. I'll read it out loud. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And I like that she is up in a tree with koalas, and the koalas represent rest. Koalas sleep the majority of the day and their lives, and otherwise they eat. And I'm pretty sure they only eat eucalyptus. It's like a very specific diet. So clearly the message here is just about forgiveness in general, and if there's anyone or a situation or even yourself that you need to give forgiveness to, do that. But I'm also getting, especially since I was feeling so peaceful and just kind of getting like an overall message that if there has been forgiveness work that you've been doing, that this is a validation that the peace that you're feeling is part of that gift. The fact that you released the unwanted feelings that really you hold yourself. Like when the forgiveness is not saying that what happened is okay or acceptable. Forgiveness means that you're letting go of that hot coal of anger. Because that's what anger is. Like when we're angry, let's use anger just for a moment as an example. When we're angry, we hold that anger. And yes, it's because we think that it's from someone else or something that happened to us. Regardless, like we're the one in that moment experiencing the anger, and it's very harmful. It doesn't feel good. It just doesn't. And so when we drop that anger, that's the forgiveness. Like it's not that you're saying, I just accept what you did to me and that I deserve that, or it's more that you're just letting it go. You're not holding onto it and not letting those negative emotions harm you. Anger is like poison, and you want it to go to someone else, but you're the one drinking it. So just stop, right? Just like don't partake in it and go towards peace. So if you've been already forgiving, good job. That is why you're feeling more peace. If you're going through feelings of needing to take action on this and forgive. Also be really gentle with yourself while you're experiencing the anger or the hurt or the just any of those more upset emotions. Give yourself time to rest, nurture your body, maybe simplify your diet for a little while, drink a lot more water, be out in nature. There's also an incredible reciprocity that we have with the earth. And so when we are in the moment of feeling all of these emotions that are not helping, we are totally capable of going into nature and either standing barefoot on the ground, sitting on the earth, laying on the earth. Sorry, it's so loud. Wait a minute. And even get up in a tree or hug a tree. And what happens when you're skin to skin with the earth? There's a reciprocity where the earth, literally with energetic healing, the earth will gladly take those feelings and emotions and that energy that's happening in your body, in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. And you can allow it, like almost visualize and feel it, just all those emotions just draining down out through your feet and into the earth. And this, all of this that feels like poison in us, because it is not poison to the earth. The earth transmutes it. And so in this sense, we think about the relationship of plants and human life or animal life and the breath cycle and the oxygen versus carbon dioxide, right? And what we inhale in is because the trees have given us that oxygen. And what we exhale out is CO2, and that's their oxygen, right? But to us, CO2, if we breathe that in, is poison. To them, that's poison. So oxygen, what I'm trying to say is, on an energetic level, if you just go out and do some earthing, is what it's called, or grounding, where you put your body skin to skin against the earth for a while and just allow those feelings of tension and stress and, it's very high up in the head. It affects the whole body, these negative emotions, but it's like really up in the mind. And so if you can just breathe for a minute and focus on your breathing and just focus on letting go, the earth will take that gladly and transform it. And the earth is going to bring clean, clear energy back into our beings in that same motion. So earthing and being gentle with yourself and forgiving yourself, forgiving others, tuning into compassion. Drink more water. Okay? Opportunity to forgive here. And underneath the, what's kind of happening behind the scenes is new partner. So it could be, man, it's loud today. Coffee break. So it could be that if there are feelings of anger, that they could be from an ex, or if you've met someone new, they could be also going through some things with an ex-partner. But there's love here, and there's an opportunity here through forgiving and releasing the past to welcome in this new partnership. Let's just see what it says. Oh my gosh. underneath the new partner card, let go of the past. So exactly, as we let go, as we forgive, as we just allow those negative emotions to not take our personal power away, and we just bless it and leave it and be thankful for the lessons that you have learned. Okay, new partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So yeah, we're letting go of the past. I can see underneath, okay, entrepreneur, be honest with yourself, focus on service. So, you know, there is love, but there's also definitely a focus on this new path. And so forgiving yourself if you feel like it took you too long to get on this new path, or if you're like, why didn't I know this earlier? It's all divinely guided. And as you have been releasing the people, places, and things from the past that don't serve you and your highest good and your future, as you let go of that, you naturally open up space in your life for these new people to come in. So this can be romantic partnership, this could be business partnership, this could be friendships, this could be so many, you know, this could be new clients or new customers. This could be a new mentor that you find. So just continue to allow yourself to just let go and rest and nurture yourself and welcome in the new, all these new wonderful people to join your new life. All right, let's see what my cards have to say. Using my Rider-Waite deck. It's mini. I got little hands. Actually, this was the first deck that was ever given to me. I was 4, which is why it's so little. But I don't have any memory of this being mine. And I came across this deck 3 years ago, and that's when the story came out, and I was told that, well, my mom got it for me. She was like, yeah, that's your deck. I'm like, well, I want to take it, so I mean, wait, what? She's like, no, it's your deck. I got that for you when you were 4. Why do you think the cards are so little? And so I started working with this deck. I'd already been working with oracle cards for about 7 years prior. So I've been doing oracle for 10 years now, and I've been doing tarot for 3, and this is my deck. It was incredible when I first started working with it. I had never had an experience where a deck was just so connected to me. And that's a fun thing too, if you are into oracle reading, or if you read cards yourself, you've probably experienced this, or if you're new to the whole card reading adventure, you might come to find that, or I've found this for real, each one of my decks has its own kind of personality. Not to say they talk to me, but they do. So there are certain ones that are great for this, and certain ones that are great for this, and you know, I mean, like I have a love deck here, so clearly that is themed and made to be like helping you with your love life. But even still, all of these other ones, they have these different ways of working, and it's really cool. So anyway, there we go. High Priestess, she knew it. Girlfriend. Listening to that intuition. Here we go. My deck. And yes, I'm the Queen of Wands and Stars, but I definitely resonate with the High Priestess and the Empress energy a lot. So, past. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so There was a like relationship in the past, soulmate relationship in the past. It's now over. There's some conflict. That's all right. It makes sense, right? Makes sense? Okay. But you see what you want. And you intuitively know how to get there, right? Not like how to get it, but how to get there, how to get yourself in this new life that you're seeing. Because there's an ending of not only a relationship, but just old way of being. An ending. Okay, let's just go. Hopefully this message be clear and understandable. We got lots coming out, lots coming out, lots coming out. Two together, those are going together. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Go back. Yes, I talk to my cards. So of course they would talk to me. Anyway. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. There's lots of healing happening underneath the surface. Like you can't see a lot of what's happening, but your intuition's telling you about it. Likely, so the story that I'm seeing is likely there is a new relationship that's happening and you are aware of it on some level. If not, if you haven't met in like the 3D reality yet, you've probably already met in the 5D and in your dream space and all of that. Or you've met from, a past life, because this was the first card to come out. This is it's a reconciliation and a reunion card, but it's a very nurturing, loving. Sixes are balanced, although in this card, it's usually like an older or like a larger looking figure nurturing a smaller or a younger looking figure. So it's a soulmate, it's a sweet connection. And so this could be someone that you know from in the past, and also they are going through an ending. Yeah, because I feel like this is not your stuff. You're focused just on this new beginning that you're taking, and you're seeing it. You're seeing what you want. You are manifesting it, right? You intuitively know what you want. You don't have to say anything to anyone about it. In fact, like, a lot is kind of not being said about it right now. We have the moon here, so keeping things a little hidden. We also have this in the environment. So there's some like strategizing. There could be a little bit of like sneaky or it could be a little sneaky, but there's a clear ending of an old way of being that's allowing in this new balanced. You don't see it entirely. This is a very intuitive feeling kind of thing. But what's happening behind the scenes is that there's a rebalancing happening, because we have not only the Six of Cups, but we also have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, this is like a desire of yours. Coffee. It's a desire of yours to have this balanced relationship, this like really fun celebration. This also is kind of a timing card. This could be the next holiday, so 4th of July coming up. There's like a coming into stability. There's a coming into, could be a relationship with this King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn does not have to be, but they probably display the earth element qualities. There's a moth in here. moth totem. How did the moth get in here right now? I don't know, but it's here. And moth totem is, yes, the person you're thinking about is the one. I haven't looked it up in years, but I love animal totems. Oh, so we will pull an animal card. You know, I will use this deck. It's a really gorgeous deck. We'll use this deck, okay? Kind of for like an ending card, and we will use the romance angels. How far are we? 26 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay, and what's happening underneath? Yeah, the tower. So there's a letting go happening, but there's also probably some, like the other party is not wanting it, right? We have this in the environment. This is happening in the present moment, and this is the near future. So there's this, not like a fight, but maybe harsh words being said. Again, I don't think that this is your personal story. I think that this is the story of the person that you're dating with their history, and that they are now bringing things to a close on that end, which is why you don't see it or like know that there's a rebalancing except from intuitive guidance. So intuitively, you will know, which is great because it brings a lot more peace. There should be this feeling, if you're feeling peaceful and you know that there's a lot happening kind of in your kind of immediate external environment, but you're feeling peaceful, that's perfect. Continue to hold that space, continue to hold that loving, peaceful, wise, grounded. There's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of tuning into your intuition with the moon and the high priestess card. There's a lot of integrity and balance here, especially just in the high priestess mode. In the other person's story, this new partner story, it's a mutual, they see the partnership with you, and they see that you are someone from their past as well, or there's this familiarity, there's this desire to nurture, to have loving, balanced communication, sentimental gestures, romantic gestures, and this is also a very balanced card. It's holding the scale back there. The pentacles are earth signs, but this could also denote some Libra. Maybe the moon sign of this new partner is a Libra because we have these together. Or the moon sign could be an earth element. And that brings me back to what I was saying a little bit ago, is that this King of Pentacles, it's not so much that this person in your life is going to be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but they most likely display the earth qualities, which is very grounded, more practical, consistent, not overly emotional, not overly flaky or flighty. It's like you can rely upon this man. And if we look at him, he is like, let's see if we can focus it. If I get my face out. He is like covered with, man, I wish it would focus better, sorry. He's seriously just shrouded and covered with stuff. He has this huge robe all on him with grape leaves all over, which is fertility and abundance. Holding a pentacle, he's holding a scepter. He has this huge, thick, like red cloak around his throat. So he speaks in a very earthly fashion, like would not be speaking woo-woo, or wouldn't be like, let me tell you my new idea. What's your new idea? Let's go, let's do it. You know, he's gonna be like grounded. Probably has his own home. Potentially has children. This is the last card in the deck. This is the very last card. The King of Pentacles is the 78th card in the deck. So it's like the ultimate culmination. So Capricorn, anyway, I see that there's going to be a celebration, and you see that there's a celebration coming with this grounded, reliable. They could be really well off financially, or at least they're definitely financially secure and stable. Pentacles, that's what that is all about. So there's going to be a reunion. And or if you again haven't met yet, there's going to be a reunion. And it's a reunion because you will both recognize each other. And the recognition of each other will be something that will happen internally for you that you just will know. And you probably question it or doubt it as time goes, you know, but there will be some part of you that from the beginning you know that this person has been a part of your life and history. One card, please. Woo! True love. Let's go fast. Fast, and then it flew away. Don't let it fly away. Don't think that if there's been, like maybe you're dating this person and there's been not as much communication, and so maybe you're thinking like it's not happening. It is. They're very much ready for this. It's just the thing that they're not ready for yet is the fact that they have some things that they need to handle and release and forgive and let go of, so that this new grounded, nurturing, intuitive, giving partnership and union can happen, right? So we got the true love card. Love it. Yeah, heart-to-heart conversations. So you'll talk about it. Just trust your intuition that whatever needs to be worked out behind the scenes is. Let's get an animal card. I don't use this deck very much, and I've considered regifting it, because an ex-boyfriend gave this to me. However, I have not regifted it, and it's so beautiful. It's just such a beautiful deck. And it's now been a few years that I've still had this one. So we're gonna see what it says right now. I wanna give you a little history with what this deck kind of means to me, and let you know that there's a bit of vulnerability in sharing all of that, and a bit of vulnerability even in utilizing this deck for me. However, I still have it, so. Oh yeah, with that moth flying around because it just started up again. Remember what I said? Yes, this is the one. You're on to something beautiful. So in the meantime, you can be patient, focus on your service. That's why those cards were under there. You know, if there are any loose ends that you still need to tie up, we're in retrograde season, so it is beautifully perfect for that. Like the energy is so in our favor for going back and fixing or releasing or reconnecting with old parts of ourselves. It's a great time for reflection or returning or remembering, recommitting. If there was something in the past, you know, if you met this person in the past and you weren't ready, and now they're back in your life and you are, then the retrograde is perfect for that, because you're returning to something that maybe didn't work in the past, but you have this faith that it still can. And so if you're in that circumstance, then the retrograde periods are a fabulous time to begin and to enact and to solidify that, because you've already been thinking about it. It's not brand new. You've been mulling it over for weeks, months, years, maybe decades, maybe. And so if that's the thing where you're like, oh God, it didn't work in the past, and I just don't, people are telling me it won't work, or no one seems to, I don't know, but I feel like it can work. I just need to change this, I need to tweak this, and I need to make that a little bit better, and I think it can work. If you're in that circumstance right now, it will work. It will. You just go for it. Just pour your heart into it, right? So we had that. Let go of your past. Entrepreneur. Be honest with yourself. What do you want? And focus on service. And I did say all those a little bit ago. So you just focus on you. Focus on being her, who is very wise and integrated and intuitive and connected to spirituality, connected to the earth. And let this work itself out. That's really what I'm seeing here. If you're going through a situation, it looks like a breakup, if you're the one that's currently in all of this and really affected personally, then even more so, this is a time for you to turn inward and to maybe just observe, but keep your mouth shut. Stand up for yourself, but there are new things coming in, and so whatever this ending is, it's meant to end. It's done. It's done. And you've successfully been able to end it and walk away, and it hurts. It's not fun. This is the present moment right now, right? And you still look back, even though you won, it's like you then look back and see just the others defeated, or just the defeat. It's time to just walk away and let it end, because you see that there are new horizons coming, and you might not know what they look like. You might not know what it looks like. But if your desire is for a new home, new balanced relationship, to celebrate with a reliable, nurturing love, that's what's coming. And what's happening behind the scenes is this tower moment. It was divinely guided. It was meant to happen. So let's just see. We'll end it with an animal, and we will let that be the reading for today. So, hold on, just checking this out. There's just a little construction, but all right. And what is the animal message, please? Overall animal message for us. Kind of an ending umbrella card. Last advice on this situation. Yeah, it's like, except for the true love card, which flew out, and these ending cards that kind of all flew out. It's like, this is happening. This is ending because it's true love. Otherwise, the whole vibe that I'm picking up on is just this really you're good. And you know it. And to trust your intuition. And to trust yourself in the situation. To kind of just mind your own business. And mind your own business. Entrepreneur card, focus on service. Focusing on this balance that you're wanting to experience in whatever way that's just, like, you're already very integrated, but we always are working on ourselves. Oh my gosh, how many are there? Those 3? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Those were weird. This is too much. This is just too weird. White pelican. We will take the white pelican. Falcon. Jesus. Python. Dolphin. Alright. Okay. Falcon. Dolphin. Python. Tree frog. Alright. Fine. I took all of them. They do make sense together. And they work perfectly with the story of what's happening. So even though you can't see what's happening, you can see what's happening. Falcon. Falcon is focus, action, purpose, aspiration. You know what you are wanting. You know what you want. And if you don't, you can take just a few moments to kind of refocus in on, like, what do you want? Because you're bringing it in. The sun is shining. That was that first underlying card there. The sun is shining. And even though we don't see the sun out here right now, and we do see the moon, you know, the moon is illuminating these deeper down desires. So white pelican was so falcon was the first card, but it is, pelican is the overall umbrella message here. Okay, right? So ease, optimism, grace, and cooperation, which is how I started the reading. Just feeling peaceful. So continue to feel that peace and ease, and trust your intuition, trust in grace, right? Cooperating with the universe, co-creating with the universe. Lots of lower chakra tones and third eye crown chakra tones. So it's like this synthesis of you being grounded in yourself. So anything with the root chakra, solar plexus, or sacral chakra, I know I didn't say those in the correct order, but those. And then anything that's very intuitive, higher thinking, spiritual realm. So the third eye and the crown chakra. So the focus is integrating those, bringing in this balance, allowing yourself to co-create with the universe. There's a python here, so there's a transformation happening, which is transforming into the dolphin. Dolphins are a totem of joy, and we have the tree frog here. And frogs do have a symbol of abundance and fortune, and they also have something to do with love. You feel free to just Google any of these. Just say frog totem, T-O-T-E-M. Google it. There's animal totem, dolphin totem, and you'll get a lot of information. So Python, right? The transformation. It's discernment, detachment, and renewal. So we're letting go, like we're seeing the big picture with the falcon energy. We're bringing in the ease, optimism, grace, the pelican energy, allowing the transformation to happen so that you can let in joy, light, what does it say? Joy, light, flow, and compassion. And this is it number 4? And this is a number 4 card. So number 4s represent a solid foundation, a grounded, solid commitment, earth. It's a very harmonious number. you can, it's the foundation that is laid, and like the 4 pillars or the 4 corners of the house and the structure, or so 4, very grounded. Grounding that joy and that compassion in yourself, you're already feeling anyway. That peace, allowing that peace to overflow. And let's say you're in this scenario where you are feeling peaceful and you're like, okay, forgiveness is the main thing. Like, I don't even know. I feel pretty good with everyone. There's still stuff. So it's an opportunity to just dig a little bit deeper into seeing if there's any other areas, people, parts, places of your life that could use just a little bit more compassion or forgiveness around. There's always more. And then so we end it with Tree Frog, and it's soul song, meditation, creation, and rebirth. So you're going through a whole rebirth right now, and it's beautiful. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. Yeah, that pelican is a 22, so keep going. It's a master number, and it breaks to a 4 also. And that 4, the tree frog is 41, so that boils down to 5, which is change and transformation. So just allow this change, transformation to bring you into more stability in yourself, and allow the stability that you see for yourself bring in the transformation of your current life to get you there. The 4 and the 5 together, right? 4 grounded, 5 change, equal a 9. And a 9 signifies completion. So there's a completion here. And it's bringing you to this really beautiful, grounded, nurturing, fun, reunion, celebration state. And also, if we are looking at timing here, which I don't do too much of, because take it all with a grain of salt. Free will is a thing. Like, everyone has free will. But this is suggesting that around 4th of July, there will be a reunion for you with this new partner. Right. And it might not look like a perfect match, but the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles can bring a lot of balance to one another. Please feel free to share this video with anyone if you feel like the message is something that is for them to hear. Please feel free to share. Also like and subscribe if you liked this content today, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day today.